Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today is a really big day for us because we are finally releasing the full guide for Smart Algo version 4. This is the update that a lot of you have been waiting for. And honestly, this is the most complete version of Smart Algo we have ever built. In this video, we are going to go through absolutely everything. We are going to break down every feature, every tool, every setting, and every improvement that comes with version 4. Whether you have been using Smart Algo for months or you are installing it for the very first time, this guide is made to help you learn everything in a simple and clear way. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how to use Smart Algo version 4, the Smart Oscillator, and the Advanced Dashboard as one full system. The goal of this guide is to give you something you can always come back to, a complete walkthrough that explains how every tool works, why it works, and how you can use it to create strong and consistent trading setups. We want new members to feel confident right from the start. And we want current members to discover all the new upgrades and improvements that were added in this version. Before we get deeper into the video, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel so much, and it also lets you stay updated when we release new guides, new strategies, or new features. Also, if you ever need help or you want quicker support, make sure to join our Discord community. Our team replies fast. You can talk to other traders who use Smart Algo, and you will always get the latest announcements there. The link is in the description. So version 4 is the cleanest, strongest, and most advanced version we have ever released. The signals have improved. The filtering system has been upgraded. The structure tools have more power. The order blocks work better. The take profit and stop loss system is smarter. The trend panel is easier to read. And we added so many new features that help you understand the market with just one glance. All right, let's get started. The first thing we are going to do is install all three indicators and show you how to set up your chart properly before you begin trading. All right, before we start explaining how Smart Algo version 4 works, we need to set everything up on your chart. This is a simple step, but it is important that you do it correctly so the system works the way it is supposed to. After you sign up on our website and your TradingView username is approved, all of your indicators will appear inside the invite-only scripts section on TradingView. To get there, open your chart and go to the top of the screen where it says Indicators. Click on that. When the window opens, look on the left side for the category called Invite-Only Scripts. This is where Smart Algo V4, the Smart Oscillator, and the Advanced Dashboard will automatically appear for you. You do not need to search for anything because everything is already added to your account. The first thing you need to do is click on Smart Algo version 4. Once you click it, it will load straight onto your chart. After that, go back into the Indicators window and click on Smart Oscillator. This will appear at the bottom of your chart, and you will use it later in the guide when we talk about momentum and confirmation. If your plan includes the Advanced Dashboard, open the Indicators window one more time and click on it the same way. It will load instantly. When all of that is done, take a moment to clean your chart. If you have old indicators or drawings from other strategies, remove them so Smart Algo has a clean space to work with. The system already gives you everything you need, so you do not have to stack anything else on top of it. Next, click on the Settings icon for Smart Algo version 4. For now, do not change anything inside the settings. Version 4 is designed with default settings that work right out of the box, and we will go through every part of it later in the video. Right now, all you need to do is make sure the indicator loaded correctly. Once Smart Algo V4 is on your chart, the Smart Oscillator is active at the bottom, and the Advanced Dashboard is open if you use it. Then you are fully set up and ready for the rest of this guide. Now that your chart is ready, we can move forward and start explaining how the main signal engine inside Smart Algo version 4 actually works. Now that Smart Algo version 4 is on your chart, let's explain how the buy and sell signals are created. This is the core of the entire system. The signal engine reads price movement, swing strength, and momentum. When these conditions shift in a clear direction, the system prints a buy signal in an upward move or a sell signal in a downward move. These signals only appear when the engine detects a real change in direction. Nothing is random or rushed. The only setting that affects how often signals appear is sensitivity. Lower sensitivity reacts faster and gives more signals. Higher sensitivity waits for stronger confirmation and gives fewer signals. If you are new, The default sensitivity is the best option. That is the foundation of the indicator. When momentum shifts, Smart Algo gives you the signal. Everything else in version 4, like the cloud, the filters, the panel, and the take profit and stop loss system, all work on top of this engine. Now that you understand the basic logic, we can move into filtered signals, which make your entries even cleaner. Now that you understand how the normal buy and sell signals work, filtered signals are the next step. They do the same thing as the regular signals, but they add extra confirmation before they appear. This helps remove noise and makes the entries cleaner. In Smart Algo version 4, the filtered signals use different filters, such as the moving average filters, the linear regression filter, and the MACD filter. Each filter checks the direction of the trend in its own way. When a filter is turned on, the system will only allow a filtered signal to appear if the filter agrees with the direction of the trade. There is also a confluence option. This lets you choose how many filters must agree at the same time before a filtered buy or filtered sell is printed. For example, if you set the confluence to 2, the engine needs 2 filters to confirm the direction before the signal shows up. This creates fewer signals, but they are stronger and more reliable. If you are a beginner and you want cleaner setups, filtered signals are safer because they force the market to prove the trend before giving you an entry. Normal signals react faster. Filtered signals react cleaner. The Smart Cloud is one of the easiest ways to understand the trend in Smart Algo version 4. When the cloud turns green, it means momentum is shifting upward. When the cloud turns red, momentum is shifting downward. It gives you a quick visual confirmation of the overall direction without having to guess. The cloud updates based on how price is moving. So when the trend begins to strengthen, the cloud becomes more clear and smooth. When the trend weakens or the market starts to slow down, the cloud becomes tighter and less confident. This helps you avoid trading in confusing areas where the market is not showing a strong direction. The main purpose of the Smart Cloud is to keep you on the correct side of the market. If the cloud is green, you focus on buy setups. If the cloud is red, you focus on sell setups. This alone can help you avoid a lot of losing trades caused by going against the trend. You will use the cloud together with the signals and the trend panel later in this guide. For now, just remember one simple rule. Green cloud means look for buys. Red cloud means look for sells. Version 4 includes a take profit and stop loss display that activates as soon as you enter a trade. You set your TP1, TP2, TP3, and your SL levels the way you prefer, and the indicator simply tracks them for you on the chart. When price reaches one of your levels, the label updates, so you can see exactly which target or stop was hit. This makes it easy to follow the trade without having to manually check each candle. Everything is shown directly on the chart the moment it happens. For beginners, a simple approach is to take some profit at TP1 and then tighten your stop. More advanced traders may aim for higher TP levels when the trend and momentum are strong. The system works with whatever style you use, and it helps keep your exits clear and organized. Now that you understand how your targets and stops are displayed, we can move into the structure tools, which help you read what the market is actually doing. Now let's move into the smart support and resistance levels, and the smart order blocks. These tools help you understand where price is likely to slow down, reverse, or react. They help you avoid random entries and focus on areas that actually matter. I'll start with support and resistance, because it is the simplest one to grasp. When you turn this feature on, the indicator automatically marks important swing highs and swing lows on your chart. These areas usually act as floors and ceilings in the market. For example, if price has bounced from a level before, that level is often watched again by traders. When the indicator draws these levels for you, it becomes much easier to see where price might react next. You do not have to draw anything manually. The indicator keeps the chart clean by limiting how many levels are shown based on the settings you choose. Now let's talk about the smart order blocks. These zones help you understand where strong buyers or sellers might be waiting in the market. When an order block forms, it usually represents a zone where big orders were placed in the past. These are important because price likes to return to these zones. When it comes back, it can either react strongly or break through, and that gives you a lot of information. In Smart Algo V4, the order block system gives you options depending on your trading style. You can choose to show one order block, 2, or 3 at a time. You can also choose the mode that fits your trading approach, whether you prefer quicker scalping style zones or wider swing trading zones. The indicator also displays activity inside the order block if you enable it, making it easier to tell whether buyers or sellers are gaining control. All three of these tools work extremely well when you combine them. For example, a support level lining up with an order block is a strong place to watch. A fair value gap sitting inside a support level can also be a potential reaction zone. These combinations help you get better entries and avoid taking trades in the middle of nowhere. Once you understand how these zones work and how Smart Algo highlights them for you, you'll find it much easier to plan trades with confidence. Now let's go over the Smart Prediction tool. This feature is designed to help you understand what price might do next based on how the market has behaved in the past. It does not tell the future, and it is not meant to be used alone, but it gives you a helpful visual idea of possible movement. When you turn on Smart Prediction, the indicator studies previous price patterns and compares them to the current market. If the current movement looks similar to a pattern that happened before, the tool draws a projection that follows the same style of movement. This projection appears as a line that starts exactly on the candle you are on. That means you can immediately see the potential direction without dealing with messy or misplaced drawings. The most important thing to understand is that Smart Prediction is not a signal. It is a visual guide. If the projection lines up with your other confirmations like your trend direction or your cloud direction, then it becomes much more meaningful. If the projection shows something completely different than what the rest of your tools say, then you simply ignore it. It is only there to give you extra context. Smart Prediction works best when you combine it with trends, structure, and your existing strategy. Think of it as a way to spot possible continuation or reversal ideas before they happen. It helps you prepare instead of react. The tool does not repaint your past candles. It only projects forward based on what has already happened, and it updates naturally as each candle closes. That means what you see is always based on real closing data. Smart Prediction is one of those features that becomes more powerful the more you use it, because you start learning how it behaves on different markets and different time frames. Use it as a guide, not a decision maker, and it will add a lot of clarity to your understanding of market flow. The Trend Sniper is another confirmation tool that measures momentum. It looks at how fast the market is moving and whether buyers or sellers are taking control. When the Trend Sniper shows green, momentum is shifting to the upside. When it shows red, momentum is shifting to the downside. It is designed to react to momentum shifts, not just slow trending moves. The cloud gives you the overall direction, and the Trend Sniper tells you whether the momentum supports that direction. When they match, the setup becomes stronger. For example, if the cloud is green and the Trend Sniper turns green at the same time, it tells you the trend and momentum agree, which is usually a good environment for buy trades. If they disagree, you know to be careful or wait for better alignment. Using both of these tools together helps you avoid entering trades when the market is confused. It keeps you focused on cleaner trends and stronger setups. Now let's cover two features that help you understand the structure of the market. These are the Trend Finder and the automatic structure labels that mark higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, and lower lows. When you use both of these tools together, you get a very clear picture of how the market is moving. I'll start with the Trend Finder. This tool studies the overall direction of the market by analyzing long-term movement. It creates a trend channel that adjusts itself automatically based on what price is doing. When the trend finder is pointing upward, it means the market has been creating an upward slope over a larger period of time. When it is pointing downward, the long-term movement is bearish. The channel also shows how wide or tight the trend is, giving you a sense of whether the market is stable or getting volatile. The trend finder is especially useful when the market is messy, because it gives you a clean line to follow. If the trend finder is sloping up, you should try to align with the buy side. If it is sloping down, you should stay with the sell side. It adds another layer of confidence on top of the cloud and the sniper. Now let's talk about the structure system that marks higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, and lower lows. These labels show you the story of the market. When you see higher highs and higher lows forming, it means the market is in an uptrend. When you see lower highs and lower lows forming, the market is in a downtrend. These labels help you understand when the trend is continuing and when it might be reversing. Smart Algo automatically scans the chart for swing highs and swing lows. When a new structure point forms, the indicator labels it for you. For example, if the market creates a new high that is higher than the previous high, the tool marks it as a higher high. If the next low is higher than the previous low, it marks it as a higher low. This makes it easy to follow the movement without manually marking anything. When the trend finder and the structure labels agree with each other, you get a very strong indication that the market is trending cleanly. For example, if the trend finder is sloping upward and the structure shows higher highs and higher lows, this is a reliable uptrend. If the trend finder slopes down, while the structure prints lower highs and lower lows, that is a strong downtrend. These tools together help you avoid trading against the flow. Now let's talk about alerts. Alerts are one of the most important parts of Smart Algo because they keep you updated even when you're away from your chart. Pretty much every major event in the system has its own alert, so you never miss anything important. Setting them up is simple. You right-click your chart, click Add Alert, and choose the condition you want. Once you save it, TradingView will notify you on your device whenever that condition is met. This helps you focus on clean setups instead of staring at the screen all day. The alerts help you catch opportunities in real time. Now let's talk about the trend panel. This is one of the most important tools in Smart Algo version 4 because it gives you a complete overview of the market in one place. Instead of checking multiple indicators or flipping through different time frames, the trend panel shows you everything you need to know before you take a trade. When you turn it on, the panel appears on your chart and updates in real time. It shows the overall strength of the trend, the direction of the move, the market condition, and extra information that helps you confirm whether the setup is safe or risky. The trend panel tells you if the market is trending or ranging. When the panel shows a strong trend, that usually means it is a good environment for taking filtered signals and continuation setups. When the panel shows that the market is ranging or losing strength, that is a warning to be careful. Ranging conditions can create fake breakouts and choppy moves, so seeing it on the panel helps you avoid bad entries. The panel also shows momentum. When momentum is building in the same direction as the cloud, the structure, and your filtered signals, your setup becomes much stronger. When momentum is dropping or pointing the opposite way, that is a sign to either wait or adjust your plan. Another helpful part of the panel is the multi-time frame information. It gives you a quick summary of what is happening on higher time frames without having to change your chart. This is useful because higher time frame direction usually controls the overall flow of the market. If your higher time frames agree with your lower time frame setup, you are trading in the safer direction. The trend panel is not a signal by itself. It is confirmation. You use it together with your cloud, your filtered signals, and your structure to make better decisions. When everything lines up, your trades become a lot more consistent. When the panel disagrees with your signals, it usually means the market is unstable, and it is better to wait. The purpose of the trend panel is simple. It helps you avoid guessing. It gives you a fast way to check the environment before entering any trade. Here we have the most recent buy signal on the gold 30-minute chart. Before the move happens, the market is already in a clear uptrend. The smart cloud is fully green, and price is sitting above both moving averages. This tells us that buyers are in control and the trend is healthy. The trend finder is also pointing upward. This means the overall direction of the market is still moving higher. When the cloud and the trend finder agree like this, it is a strong sign that the trend is clean. Now let's look at the trend panel. The panel shows a bullish market condition, normal volatility, and strong market strength. The higher time frames are also pointing upward. This means the entire environment supports buy trades. This is exactly when filtered signals work their best. Right before the signal appears, price makes a higher low. Because you have the structure tool turned on, the chart shows this higher low clearly. This is a good sign, because it tells you the trend is continuing. Price also reacts from the demand area created by your order block setting, which adds even more confidence. Now the filtered buy signal prints. With your settings, the signal only appears when at least two filters agree. In this case, both the EMA filter and the LRC filter confirm the direction. That is why the signal is valid. I always wait for the candle after the signal candle to close. This helps you avoid entering too early. When that next candle closes above the cloud and above the moving averages, the setup is confirmed, and the entry is safe. After the entry, price moves up right away. The first take profit level is hit as price breaks the previous high. Then price continues to climb and reaches the second take profit level. The smart prediction line also shows the expected path, and price follows it almost perfectly as the move plays out. This setup worked because everything lined up. The cloud was green, the trend was clean, the structure showed a higher low. The trend panel supported the direction. The filtered signal had full confirmation, and the confirmation candle closed strong. This is the type of setup you want to look for when trading with Smart Algo version 4. Now let's take a look at a 5-minute setup on Tesla. And in this example, I'm using the Smart Oscillator. The oscillator helps me see when momentum lines up with the trend. When the bars turn red and stay below the signal line, it tells me that sellers are fully in control. That is why I like to look at it when the market is trending down. For this setup, everything is already pointing bearish. The smart cloud is red, price is below both moving averages. The trend finder is sloping down. And the structure tool is showing lower highs and lower lows. The trend panel on the right also confirms a bearish environment. Market strength is weak and every time frame is pointing down. When all of this lines up, I know it is safe to focus only on sells. Now the oscillator gives me an extra layer of confirmation. Before the move happens, the bars turn red and stay red. The signal line also crosses down, which tells me momentum is picking up in the same direction as the trend. I do not need anything complicated here. I only need the oscillator to agree with what the chart is already showing. And in this case, it does. Once the filtered sell signal appears, I wait for the candle after the signal candle to close. I do this to avoid entering too early. When that next candle closes below the cloud and below all moving averages, the setup is confirmed and the risk is low. After the entry, price drops hard. The first take profit level is hit almost right away. Then the second and third levels follow as the trend continues. The smart prediction line also shows the expected drop, and price follows it almost perfectly. This setup works because every part of the system agrees. The trend is down, the filtered signal is valid, the cloud is red, the structure shows lower highs, and the oscillator confirms strong bearish momentum. This is how I use the Smart Oscillator inside the Smart Algo version 4 strategy. It is simple, clean, and works best when everything points in the same direction. Alright, that brings us to the end of the full Smart Algo version 4 guide. At this point, you should understand every major part of the system. You learned how the normal buy and sell signals work, how the filtered signals remove noise, how to read the structure labels, and how the smart cloud confirms the direction of the trend. You saw how the take profit and stop loss system works, how the prediction tool helps you visualize possible movement, and how the trend panel gives you a full market overview in one place. You also learned how order blocks, support and resistance, and the higher high and lower low tools help you understand the flow of the market. And on top of that, you saw how the oscillator adds momentum reading when you need more precision on faster timeframes. By now, you should have a clear picture of how all the tools inside Smart Algo version 4 connect together. The goal of this system is to make your chart clean, your decisions simple, and your trading process consistent. As long as you follow the steps in this guide and wait for everything to line up, the system becomes very easy to follow. If you want more help, or if you want to see real-time charts from other traders who use this system every day, make sure you join our community. We are growing fast, and it is the best place to ask questions, share setups, and get support from people who understand the indicator. You can also talk directly to us if you ever need help, and everything you need is in the invite-only section after you sign up. If you enjoyed this full breakdown, make sure to like the video and subscribe. It motivates us to keep creating more guides, more updates, and more real examples for you. Thank you for watching the full Smart Algo version 4 tutorial. Welcome to the team, and I will see you inside the community.